Hi folks, and welcome to The Real Poop. We are actually talking about pie today, it being Pi Day, of course, because of the numbers and how they line up. And I thought that this was a great opportunity to actually talk to you about one of the struggles and strategies that I face. So one of the things that I find really difficult is I do suffer with a lot of procrastination, which I know a lot of other people do as well, and perfectionism as well. I think a lot of the time they're actually hand in hand. We don't necessarily procrastinate because we're necessarily lazy. We're so completely consumed by the idea of everything being perfect that we're not able to kind of come up with strategies and start working on things because we look at the whole, right? And so one of the concepts that I employ myself and have, used in my coaching as well is this idea of just, looking at the whole is fine. It gives you a direction of where you're kind of going. But sometimes in order to really get past that immobility, we have to look at just a single slice and take that away from the whole and look at that as something that's a lot more manageable, something that we can actually contemplate how we can actually start and move forward. And sometimes that needs to be broken down even further into a single bite. That is some damn good pie. And this is something that I actually came across this week because my kitchen here is not perfect by any stretch. But it's to a point that's functional right now. And it wasn't. So for weeks I had been letting things pile up. So, I'd be putting things on the counter. I had papers and I had takeout containers and even dishes that were piling up. It was disgusting. I thought about taking a picture to show you guys the before and after. But I was too damn embarrassed. I couldn't do it. So, things fall apart for me as well, and I couldn't get started, and it prevented me on moving forward with a lot of other things, like my healthcare plan that I'm trying to work on. I'm working with somebody towards, nutrition, and I know a lot of the things. It's just a matter of moving forward on the things. And so my coach really helps me out with that. She keeps me accountable. And she helps to remind me to take those small pieces and to look at a chunk that's manageable for me. And so that's what I did. Yesterday would normally have been my day to, conceptualize what I was going to be doing for The Real Poop and to actually do recording, as well as doing, some other editing that I do for, video for my other channel as well, and other work stuff. And I decided that yesterday I was going to just set it aside to accomplish one thing, and that one thing was to clean the kitchen. And I told myself it didn't matter if it took all day, and that I would just work in one chunk at a time. And so that's how I start. I often end up starting over in this back corner for whatever reason. I start there, then I move over to the stove, and then over, and then finally in this place, which always ends up being the worst because that's where you come in and you put stuff down and there's just piles of miscellaneous stuff that needs to go elsewhere in the house. So it gets to be a little bit crazier. But so that's what I did, and I took breaks after little chunks so that it was very, manageable of I'm just doing this space and I have to push through to finish this space, and then take a break to have a glass of water and to cool down for a little bit as I scrub furiously, and that's how it got done. It finally got done, and now I can face this coming week, preparing meals and being motivated to be in the kitchen and getting myself water and getting myself lunch and all of those things that contribute to me being happier and healthier. Because one of the big struggles, it's kind of a catch-22, right? I suffer with like having a lot of energy drain or feeling really tired all the time, and so it's really hard to get things done when you feel exhausted. And so being in a position to actually be drinking as much as I should be and to be eating when I should be is certainly helpful. The other thing that's helpful as well is that my mind is not occupied by I should be cleaning the kitchen right now. That like mental space of like thinking about the things that you should be doing. I was thinking about this actually just today, where there's this like concept where you visualize, so like they use this even in sports, where you visualize doing certain activities, and they found that like that actually increases performance. And so I was thinking about how that actually might work in reverse as well, where if we're mentally thinking about all of the things that we need to be doing, we're still spending energy doing those things in our mind. And it's almost as if we're doing it, we're actually doing those things, right? So it's still spending, I mean, it's probably not the same energy as doing, actually doing it, but, say that requires, 10% of our energy. Well, that's still energy going out, right? And so sometimes it's good to just tackle these things. And the best way to start is to start small and to just start in these single little pieces of pie and moving forward until the whole thing is gone. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you guys had a fantastic pie day, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week here on The Real Poop. Remember to like if you enjoyed this video and to show your support. Share it if you want others to get these resources and to join the conversation. And subscribe if you don't want to miss any of these episodes, which come out every Saturday. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a discussion soon.